In today's blog, we're going to be taking a look at 3D annotations in Inventor. Now these can be quite useful because these can also be exported out, so we can have an embedded model which contains all of the size information that we need without the need for a drawing. Also with this as well, the data produced can also be input into Fusion 360 and can be used to help create inspection reports. So 3D model annotations is available under the annotation tab. Okay, and basically standard interface, we work from left to right. Okay, so what we do here is we work with picking our datum faces, if you will. And placing them down. So that would be my position A. Okay. We'll also do as well, do my position B there as well. And I'll do my position C here as well. So these will be my primary, secondary and tertiary planes that I use to create my coordinate system on my model. So what I can also do on here then is actually start going in and putting dimensions in and choosing how I want to lay them out. So if I want to lay it on one plane like that, I can just do it like that, or I can press the space bar and I can move it around that way, depending on how I want to do things. What I can also do on here as well is I can actually specify if I want to put tolerances on by coming up to here as well, and we can just click on here and put our tolerances on. Quite straightforward. So we can go through and we can embed our model with all the information on it that we need to be able to manufacture it. And we can put tolerances on as well. It's quite straightforward. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump ahead now, and we're going to come back in a moment and we'll see our model with the rest of our dimensions added. We've now added on our additional dimensions and information. So what we'll do is we'll now save the model. Okay. Now in this particular case, what we're going to do is we're going to import this data into Fusion 360. So how we go about doing this is that we click on Fusion 360 and we're going to go to manufacture and subtractive, and we get a dialog box appear on our right hand side of the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on continue, and in here we're going to specify in a moment where we want to put our files. So I'm just going to go here and go inspection. I'm going to go upload. So it's just letting me know it's going to put the data in there. And then we're going to open in Fusion 360. And we can see that our model's been brought in. and it comes straight through to manufacture. So what we do here is we'll set up our part. So here we're just going to set up our work coordinate system, which is all where we'd want it to be. And let's go and modify that. Stock setup, and we'll just set up our work coordinate system. Now what you'll notice is that if you look at the tree in the browser here, we can see that we've got PMI information. So this PMI information here is all of our inspection information we created. So as you can see here, it can all be brought through, and it's all embedded. So rather than us having to use a drawing to put information in or get information off, we can use this PMI data to get that information off. Okay, so PMI stands for product manufacturing information. Okay, and in Inventor we'd call it model based definition. Okay, so we can see here that we've brought in our Inventor file, which has our embedded model based definition information. Okay, but any time now, if we go back to our original Inventor file, and if we make any changes, so for example, if I come back into this model now, and we were to go in and, for example, pull a hole in, and let's go into here, and you can see now we've added a hole, like so. So again, I can come back in and go annotate, and we can add that data in. As you can see there. And again, all we're doing here is we're just adding in our tolerances. And we can see that's all set up. And again, we can just go into here and go whole thread information. Okay, so we have that information there. Now what you'll notice is that when we exported the data out to Fusion 360, in our Inventor file now, we have an additional folder called Fusion Exports, and we can right click inside of here and click inside and click on that model there once we've opened up the folder, and we can see there that we can update and open. So if we go back to Fusion, what this will then go and do for us is it will flag up to us now that our model is out of date. Okay, and we get this little yellow triangle here at the top. So what we can do, if we go back to the design workspace in Fusion, we can click at the top and we can update the model. And what you'll notice in a few seconds is that the model will update and will then contain the 50mm through hole we've put in, like so. Now when we go back to the manufacture workspace, what we'll find in here as well is that the PMI data, so the product manufacturing information, will have updated as well. So if we turn that on, we can see that we have additional information in here relevant to the actual hole itself. And they're all in there as well, as we can see here. So all that information is there and held in place. So if we make any changes to the model and we add any more PMI data in an Inventor, that can be updated and brought back into Fusion 360 so that we always have the latest version of the file. I hope you found this blog useful.